Alright, so we'll close that. So this is actually the closet where I mentioned in today's video where I have the image books. It's below there. Unfortunately, I share a closet, and apparently I have to have my shoes in the way like an idiot. But the aforementioned changes to the channel. I'm going to turn off this too, so we have complete silence. Although that's going on right now, so can't escape that one. But there's going to be some changes to the channel, and a lot of it's going to be unnoticeable, but also pretty noticeable. Pretty much not because of the way I've been doing the channel anyways, with not reviewing the image books, and it's really it's going to be like, for instance, today I said, oh, I'm going to be reading this one after that one, and then the 26. I'm not going to be doing that. I can't do that, unfortunately. Something unforeseen happened, like as the meme goes, and I could have prevented it, but it happened, and unfortunately I'm going to be pretty much just going to the stack that I showed off with The Realm, which I said was the only one that was going to be added. So at least there's that, but because I don't want to add too much to my plate, and even then, to be fair, it is a decision, because me wanting to watch more movies, and that it was something that's going to change, regardless, but this is more of an abrupt, like I said, an abrupt change in the way I do things. So a lot of it, well, it is going to be noticeable, actually. When it will be noticeable is my August haul. The ones that, like, oh, here's the books, will be not August haul, the to-be-read pile for August. And I'll not be doing the in-between months. That was another thing, actually. So there are a couple of things that actually will be noticeable changes. I said, oh, I'm going to try and do, like, in the middle of the month, I say, here's what I'm reading for the rest of the month. I'm not going to do that. It's going to be how, like, it was before, where, it's kind of annoying because I was going to change it, and it was going to be a good change, but it's going to be like how it was before, where I just review the books, and you say, oh, I just see a new book. It's like, oh, it's a new book. Now, a lot of you probably don't notice this, because this is essentially me talking to nobody. And by that, I mean, like, every video. I don't know if there is someone who watches every video the way I watch other creators' videos. And I don't mean that to be an insult either. My videos can get to 30 minutes long, and a lot of them are rambles. A lot of them are, they don't need to be 30 minutes, it could be 15 minutes. And also I don't upload that regularly, but I was doing weekly uploads, and I get that not everyone's going to sit through a whole 30-minute video. But there are committed people, like Nearman Condition has his people, and I'm saying once I get big. That's another thing I want to add, is like, if I were to get big on YouTube, then I would obviously be insulted if no one would watch my videos. If I had a billion subscribers, if I had like 100,000 subscribers and no one was watching the videos, that would be like, kind of like, okay, what the hell. But this is, I blame YouTube at the end of the day for why my videos don't get the traction that they should. Like how other people say that, like, oh, your videos are like this, you should get more traction. I blame YouTube. It's not because, oh, the right people aren't watching. Well, it's because YouTube, but the right people aren't watching. But it's not that, like, oh, the people that, like, Charlie, you know, he watches every video, but now he stopped because, no, it's never been anything like that. But anyways, going back to the topic at hand, it's just going to be a lot of, like, downsizing the comics, which is already something I was going to plan on doing, but it's going to be even more. It's like August, I probably will keep it to 10. Even then, I don't know if it'll be 10, because I do want to get back to the library. I want to get back to the not just everything Image, but Marvel too, because if you saw that one, it was mostly Image. Like, I definitely love doing the Image books, and that's another thing I want to change in general because of this new change. I want it to be less books in my PC and more books in the library or whatever. That too. But also, the way I'll film videos will probably be very much so infrequent. I might decide to just, maybe I will just direct you guys to Instagram more often. Like, if it's a stack of 5 comics that I'm going to return to the library, I may just say, hey, I did a review of these books on Instagram. Go check out Instagram. So if I remember to, I'll put my Instagram in the description of this video. But a lot of changes like that. the comic hauls, I like doing those. I think that should stay evergreen. I shouldn't let little change affect those videos. Maybe those videos will officially be one per. I'm not gonna do part 1. Here's what I gotten so far. As much as I like doing those videos because it was a nice practice run, it'll probably just be here's all the comics I got first of the month. So 1st of August, I'll get July haul, as I usually do. But that would be the only time you see those comics is when unless I review them and read them, obviously. When I'm reading them, obviously you don't see them again. But until then, the only time you see it, I won't do the here's what I got so far video on the 31st of the month. That's a lot of what it is. A lot of just little cosmetic changes here. This video is 6 minutes. I want to keep it a little short because it is a kind of important video and I kind of want to make it short. Maybe I can do a shorts video, but I don't know how I can do that in less than 3 minutes. That's not bad. It's not bad. It's pretty easy. But a lot of changes. So I'm not gonna do like, oh, I had 14 days left, so I'll do this video, do this comic, or actually I want to be 12, so I won't read. I'll read 2 of this per day for 2 days to account for the missing book. Unfortunately, as much as I want to do that, the new change. Now I could, but I don't want to. I just don't want to overstimulate myself. It's gonna be hard enough for this big change to adapt to this big change. So to add on to that is annoying. I feel more comfortable if it's like, hey, I only have to read 10 comics today, so I do have more time to do these things and to do whatever I need to do. I'm not going to get into what it is. It's just, I don't do personal. I don't get too personal here. But I think the best way to think of it as, this is not it, but think of it as like taking care of a sick relative. It's not what it is. It's a lot less serious than that. But think of it like taking care of a sick relative where you have more responsibilities. That's a hint. More responsibilities. You have less time to do what you like and more time to do what you don't like doing. Now, don't like doing in sense, like obviously taking care of a sick relative, making them feel better. Obviously, I would love doing that. And that's like everything to make that sick relative feel better. But I don't want to have to, I wish that it was different. I should have said. I wish it was different. I wish the sick relative wasn't sick, and they were had excellent health. That's the same thing here. I really wish things were different. I really wish I had done things differently. It's almost like, think of it as they weren't supposed to have a certain type of food. Again, this did not happen. They weren't supposed to have a certain type of food. They somehow got it. I could have prevented it because I wasn't there at the time, and I should have been there at the time. That's essentially what this is, but again, a less serious version of that. Nothing like no one's sick, no one's dying. Maybe I wish more. But just big change like that, similar to that. Now, is it probably more than I think it is? I really fucking hope so, because I don't like change. Any sort of change I don't like. In fact, ironically enough, at the beginning of the month, I was like, oh, I only have 1 full month, and then 20 days, and then it's back to work. And then, like, as much as I did like where I was working out, it's gonna be a new place, so brand new slate. So all the mistakes I made in my previous job are gonna be not carried over. So that's nice. But like, I still was like, nah, I don't like back to work. It's work at the end of the day. And all the PD days and shit like that. Those of you who knew what I'm not gonna say it, but those of you who knew what my position, it's gonna be the same position, but just at a different place, which is nice. But that's about it. Unfortunately, I really wish things were different. I really wish that I could just have a Canadian, I guess. I don't know, but I'm going to try and make the most of it. A lot of it, I can just change the way I feel about the new adaptation, but about the new what I have to adapt to the new adaptation. I guess you would say adaptation. That isn't. When I think of adaptation, I think of like a comic to a movie. But I think that's essentially it. And probably when I do the videos, I don't know if it will be the way I want to film them. Like, I don't like filming them like this. I like filming them like I filmed the earlier today's video. And also, it's gonna be 2 videos a day. It's gonna be great for the algorithm. But that's essentially it. probably won't notice at the end of the day, but so if you skip to the end of the video, it's going to be probably 2 videos a month for the rest of the time until this blows over. And one of those videos will be with all the comics that I got, so a complete comic haul for the previous month on the 1st of the next month, so July's comic haul will be August 1st, as it always was. But also, when I'm not going to be doing what I said today. I was like, oh, I want to start doing the middle of the month, July 15th, the rest of the books that we read. I'm not going to do that. And also, some of the books I said it's going to add, I'm not going to be adding. Except for The Realm. The Realm is like that, such one book. Whatever. And maybe I'll change my mind, and maybe in a few months from now, like in Christmas, everybody won't be in the holiday spirit, so things will change back to the way I want them to be. But I don't know. For now, that's the way things are going to be. As much I don't want them to be like that. But some good, not all bad, but some good. But most just irritating. But that is just 13 minutes. Nope. Okay. So I'm going to end it now.